Hello friends, and welcome back to the Mothership. Today I'm going to give you kind of an unboxing and overview of my brand new Ooni Koda 16 pizza oven. Let's get started. Now since this is a giant box, I'm going to open her up on the floor and then we'll move everything to the counter to talk about it. This is exactly how it comes directly out of the box. For starters, we've got some paperwork. We'll look over on that. Here is our pizza stone, a manual of some sort. This is the hose that's going to attach our propane. Pretty well packaged, which is nice. And then there's the oven itself. Let's get it out and let's take a look at it. Now, as far as installation, guys, honestly, all we need to do is take our pizza stone and slide her in. The legs on this were already installed, so I didn't have to do that. And then the gas line is already installed, so we don't have to do that either. So really, this is pretty much ready to go. As far as what came in the box, you have your uni, you have the stone, the gas, like I said, is already installed. You have a package of manual, operating instructions, that sort of thing. You have a leaflet for you to download their app, where I guess you'd have more recipes. Then you have their essentials guide, which looks like it's a bunch of recipes and first time operation, connection, that kind of stuff. So this will be useful. I'll definitely go through that when I'm trying to make my first pizza. Before we get into talking about the rest of the unit, it's worth noting, guys, I paid my own money for this, so everything is 100% my own ideas and my own thoughts, and I'm not getting any compensation from Ooni. Now, I will be doing a full review myself at some point, and I'll go over some of the things I like or dislike, depending on what that is, but since I haven't cooked on it, I don't know what that is yet. My particular reason for buying this, though, was honestly, I like the bigger size. They do have the 12, which is significantly cheaper, but having this much wider opening, which looks like 22, and then 16 for the actual stone, is going to be much easier for someone who's not a professional pizza maker. And then the opening itself looks like it's about 5.5 inches. If you're wondering, the total depth of this is about 25 inches, and the total width is about the same, 22, 23. The total height of this is about 15 and a half inches. So you're gonna wanna take that into account depending on what footprint you have to actually use it. The other thing I really like about this machine, which is why I ended up actually choosing this versus the slightly more expensive one. Slightly more expensive one allows you to use different types of fuel, so I could actually use charcoal or wood, which if you know me in this channel, you know that would probably be something I'd really much like. However, this one has an L-shaped burner versus getting the gas attachment for the next model up means you'd only have the burner in the back, and I feel like having the L shape is going to make it a lot more forgiving for me as a new pizza maker to kind of put it in there and then not have to rotate it as often. Obviously, your mileage may vary, but I feel like that's an important distinction. The L-shaped burner really is kind of a game changer for me. And then the opening being much larger is gonna make it easier for, turning those pizzas or launching. Another nice thing about this that's not completely necessary, but I do like, you have your gas knob on the side so you can actually look into the machine and see what the height of the flames are. If you have the next model up with the attached burner, you kind of have to turn it in the back. And even though I have very long hands, I could probably make it work. Some people, that might not be the case. Back to the specs of this, it is worth knowing this is about 40 pounds. So if you're, younger, or if you're not able to lift kind of heavy materials, this is a little bit heavy. It's not too bad. You can definitely move it. Two people can absolutely move it, but it is 40 pounds. So take that into account if you're trying to bring it up and down stairs. As far as the exterior, it's got this really nice black matte finish to it. It's not leaving fingerprints like stainless steel tends to do, which I kind of hate. So I really like the way this looks. It looks nice and mean, and it'll look great in our backyard. Now, since this is the first time I'm opening this, you obviously can tell that I haven't used it yet, so I will keep my thoughts on the pros and cons of this to that next video whenever I ended up making it. But I wanted to get something out because when I was looking online, I did a lot of research before I buy products like this, and I found that most of the stuff on the internet tends to look like it's kind of paid advertising from Ooni. So I don't know if you're getting the real deal, the inside scoop, or if you're just getting, a bunch of marketing thrown at you. Maybe a little bit of both. But like I said, I did pay for this myself, so anything that we say here in this video or the other one, it's gonna be my own opinions. I think off the bat it looks really nice. It is very expensive. For what it is, I hope that it's worth the cost. This one particularly runs about 600 bucks. The next one up I think is 750, but you can get the 12-inch ones for smaller financial impact. But that is going to be it for me for today, guys. I want to just throw something out there if you were looking online and you kind of just wanted to see what comes in the box. Obviously, if you're going to make pizzas, you're probably going to want to buy a peel. The Ooni ones are pretty expensive, but you can get those on Amazon. I'll link what I bought down below. You can also buy a cover from Ooni and a turning peel, all of which you can also get on Amazon for a cheaper price, and it's probably about the same thing. If this video for some reason steers you towards buying this particular model, I will put my affiliate link down below. It doesn't cost you anything, but it forces Amazon to just give me a slight cut and helps them do this channel and feel nice and warm and fuzzy inside, knowing that people are actually liking what I'm creating. But that's going to be it for today, guys. I'm super excited to cook on this thing. I got my dough started already. And as always, cook some fantastic and keep your eye out for some cooking videos in the future. Bye-bye.